pretty quickly. I'm definitely not gonna add a lot of detail. Like, honestly, I wouldn't talk, but people apparently like watch this after the live is done, so I am gonna talk. I'm definitely not gonna add a ton of detail, cause like, seriously, this side, that's matches pretty well. But I'd probably end up drawing in a lot of that detail there. That eye movement, like in the videos where I showed her, it's a little weird. Oh my gosh, that's funny. I had this colored to a certain shade of gray just to test it out how it would look, and it it ended up matching what I was going for anyway. Hi guys! Hi Roxy and Nova. How are y'all? It's just day been. Gosh, it's a very interesting gray. It'll work though, because if it can dry and I can like draw on like the details and like do the correct shading, so it'll look really cool. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm good. I had a slight drama with some, like it wasn't actually, I wasn't really involved in the drama. I was just like a spectator of it. It's like online drama on a game I play. But otherwise, other than that, like my day's been pretty good. I paper shade her. It's really funny because like after the live, or sometime like when I finished her, or maybe even during the live, honestly, she never got a name. I never picked a name for her. I'm sorry you're sick though. I hope you get well soon. It's like sick is terrible. I always say it like being sick is very annoying, but depending on how sick, sometimes it's nice because you get to just not do anything. I'm that person. A gray. It's a very dark gray. It's not like super dark, actually. I don't know why I said that. It's not super dark. Sometimes I'll say things that I'm thinking, but I don't actually say what I'm thinking. It's not what is supposed to come out, and that was one of those times. I just saw that. I'm probably gonna need to fix that because like it's coming off. It's very annoying. Why are there 14 people? Just like sometimes some people, other times there won't be. No one will join for like ever. It's like they'll just pop in and be like, ah. I know. I do too. It's like a really cool, like, because I wanted to remake her for a while because she's actually part of the lore-ish. Like, I had a whole thing planned, like, this is what happens to her and all this, and then she ended up breaking, and I couldn't really use that just happened. I couldn't really use her during lives, not lives, just in videos because she was just falling apart. I was like, this is an awesome way to remake her because she's supposed to be scary-ish and like be very like a I don't know, kind of a dragon that you kind of look out for, not a sweet little cute dragon like Simon. But like lore-wise, she was like, cause in the lore that I did have before I stopped talking about it, cause like my main dragon's broke, and I'm gonna remake Emerald soon. She's the one that's in my profile picture. She's like my main dragon puppet, and yeah, she fell apart. It was very sad, and I need to remake her. And I tried several times, but I'm like, it doesn't look like Emerald. So when I remake her, I'll definitely start talking about lore more. But having this one would be nice, because like She's supposed to guard a gate-ish. Like her other version had a key and like chains on this one. And that's why I fell off actually, because it was weighted down and it was like But yeah. Just the gray is looking kinda cool. It's supposed to in the end look like kind of jagged metal. So it's a good shade for that. I love paper mache. I used to do it so much, and when I was a little kid, I was obsessed with it. And my grandma paper maches. She used to paper mache a lot. She can't anymore, but she doesn't have the space for it. But no, I loved it as a little kid. And then she gave me this huge thing of Elmer's glue, and ever since then, I've just used it. I loved how like, oh no, it's gonna be so hard to paint dragons, but like the entire thing is gray. Like not the entire thing, but such a huge amount of her is gray. And then I'll probably end up just having to draw on the details. But I don't know. What if I just test here? Yeah! I can draw on details and I can also just goodbye. That'll be fun. This is definitely like an eye catching live, maybe. I don't know. It always amazes me when like people have a lot of like people watching their live when they don't have a ton of subscribers. It's like that's an entertaining live right there. I have a hard time watching a lot of lives. So if you make one that like people enjoy, it's really nice. But I like watching my friends' lives, so yeah. Honestly, I wish I could do it. Like I can't always like I don't usually know when people are going live. It upsets me because I'm like, no, they went live and I could have watched, but I didn't know about it. And I feel bad often. I was able to join my friend's live though. It's really nice. And thanks for hanging out, Noah. Yes. Yeah, your boy Liam, I do. Why do you ask? That's always an interesting topic. Mostly because people assume I don't. If they don't look at my description, they're like, "Wait, you're a Christian? What?" They don't usually expect it. I remember one person joined my live, and then I was like, "God loves you." I was like, "Yes, Amen." And like, "Yes," and there's a Christian. It was really funny. Yeah, I think your boy Liam is either speechless or he left the live. Honestly, he just said that and left. He has no idea, which is nice. Like honestly, like I like spreading the word too sometimes. Like I used to do Wisdom Wednesdays on my channel, and then I keep forgetting, and I would love to bring it back. Honestly, so like I do like subjects and like post about it. Oops, I wasn't supposed to color that gray. Well, we'll just we'll fix it. I used to do Wisdom Wednesdays, and I love doing it. I was like, hey, I can help people who need it. You can ask God to see if He can show it to the right person. Yeah, it was fun. I just like it was just like a short, and I would I don't know words. I would do a bunch of like here's this Bible verse and this Bible verse, and I would like stay on the topic of the same thing. Like this is what God says about this, and Jesus says. It was really fun. Honestly, like church is the only time I ever get. And taekwondo. And taekwondo. Church and taekwondo are like the main things that I get out for. Hi, Gallon. Yeah. I love paper mache because it like toughens it up. I was telling someone like you cannot. You would have to toss this thing off of a like 100-story building if you really wanted to hurt it, or just throw it down one side of a couple flight of stairs. Particularly hard, but who cares? Yeah. Oh, here's a funny story. So my sister was right after I made her like paper mache base and like put the eye in, which is temporary. I'm gonna do a little bit more detail on it. It's just like a piece of duct tape that I attached in the back. It's like she's like, "Hey, did you make it to where the eyes can follow you?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Well, it works. I was walking around the room and I saw it, and it wouldn't stop looking at me." That freaked out my sister. The horns are gonna be delightful to try and draw. Also, I noticed this after I paper mache and I like it better this way, but actually did the horns slightly different. Like if you look at it, it's slightly different, but oh gosh, I need to. They used almost all the gray. I will go through and add a lot more detail once. Like these patches I did before, I'm thinking of doing those separately if I do them at all. Like I might like do some different pieces of cardboard that I colored on this side just to match it. Oh yeah, I need to color that. I was like, I don't want to make any more paint because like I don't know, it would be a waste of paint. I don't have gray. I had to make this with my white and black, so I'd have to match color pretty well. Which I can do if I try hard enough. It's also really fun adding the eyes. There's some things I am not going to do on this live just because I'm going to have to like think about it. Because like on the other side, I don't know what I would do with it. Because on this one, it's like red. So I'm thinking if I could get like a red light and put it in there. Because in this one, it's supposed to be like shining red, like he's angry. Hi, Potato Cat. How are you? I'm trying to cover up this QR code. Like you can still kind of see it. It's like shining through because it's white. Yeah. I covered it up. I covered it. I got it. If I need to do a final layer off the live, then I will. Honestly, so. Yay! Where did the eye go? I just realized the eye's gone. It's not in there. Nope. She doesn't have a name yet. Here it is. She never got a name. I don't know. I kind of I made her and I was really excited over her, and then a day later I was over it and I never named her. So, oh, I just realized that Spot is darker. That is annoying me. We're gonna fix that. Or try to. Might have just ruined it. We'll fix it later. It'll be fixed. There's some parts, like pieces of paint, that are darker than the rest, so it's not a pretty even coat because I had to make it. Yeah. Let me think. What? I need to match that yellow for this gear, which I did not cut these off of. I cut these off with. We're just gonna go in there and trim that a little bit. I'm gonna add detail to it again, probably after, but yeah. Yeah, I found the eye. I can't with this because every time I try and do a video with like the, let's see how this looks. Like, I kind of like it, but then I don't. But it's like, yay, I can make her angry. So, that's helpful. This is the contraption I use to do it with. Which, I'm not going to use it all the time, but it's kind of like just nice to have on hand. I gotta try and actually make that color. I'll get right next to the gray. Actually, wash the paintbrush. Got a thing of water away from the dragon puppet because I do not want to get her wet. That yellow is rather bright. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'll have to think about it, honestly. It's like a... It's interesting, though. I'll keep that in mind. I might actually end up using that. I think I matched. Yeah, maybe a little lighter, but you have to do this without making a big mess. This color. I already knew that was gonna happen, honestly. I don't paint that often. Like, I used to do it more, but, it just got kind of annoying keeping up with painting supplies and everything. My family used to do, I don't know, that looks a little bit bright. Yeah. I don't like it. I'm gonna try and darken that up, actually. I have a very small amount of colors, and I'm trying to see if I can match them with, like, the other one to the best of my abilities, anyway. That looks really like Ken, I don't know, words. That's very, that really pops. That yellow makes it pop. It's not in my favorite way. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Ooh, you know what there isn't? We have black paint, so that's gonna be used. Let me see something. See, in the original, it kind of has this she has like this line, kind of goes actually to the top, and then it goes down, and then keeps going. See, it's kind of got this. Yeah, I know. We're gonna attempt something. I only have one size brush, which is a terrible idea, but we're gonna go with it, you know. It's like, ah, careful. Worst case scenario, paint over with gray, and then it goes down and that way, up again, slightly, keeps going. Gosh. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't know. Hold on. Black pencil. Hi. Hello, Faye and Lexi. I think I said that right, so we're gonna roll with it. Honestly, with this one, I did kind of this zigzag thing, and I'm not gonna do it this time. I'm gonna just keep it like the same. Just boom, boom. Aw, that is nice. Oh, that is a lot of paint. I just realized how much paint is right there. We're gonna. I almost used that and had black on the end of that, and that would have just been absolutely terrible. Yeah. And kind of intersect, go there, and just go down. Yeah. Oh, I haven't even shaded it, and I was like, yes, exactly. You're like, no, what have I done? Oh well. And I'll definitely go through after the live, probably, and do a lot of. I'll probably just sit there and hurt myself bending over shading this and shading it to look more metally. Yeah, I can resonate with that. I hope I used that word correctly. I think I did. Yeah, painting is not like my absolute favorite way to draw things, but it's handy. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. I was like, oh no, where's the red? I need the red. I need red paint. Can't do this without red. So, I found some. Ow! I just like, my ankle went down on that and just, like, right on there. That was painful. It starts off black, so. and then it goes back into black somewhere over here, and there's a lot more black than red on this, so we're definitely gonna do some choice. Yeah. Delicious. Delicious paint. I've never tried paint, but I think I know what it tastes like. I actually have a painting I could show y'all that I did a while. No, actually, not a long time ago. I did it. I did do a painting of a dragon because like there was this homeschool thing, and like here, paint something on this giant canvas. I did, and it's hanging over our stairs as we over the stairs as we speak. That is the last time I painted. So it has been a minute. Yeah, I think I have licked Play-Doh when I was little. When I was little. But haven't we all at some point been like, I wonder what this tastes like. And then you try it and you're like, it's very interesting. Not quite the culinary delight I expected, but it has an intriguing taste. Bit off and just, yeah, like for real. I really hope this red isn't too bright, but it's gonna combine with some of the black anyway, so I'm just gonna hope. We're just gonna streak it for now. So basically, ooh. Oh, that is, that's hard. I like Aria a lot. That's, like, there are things I don't like about her. I don't know. Most of the time, my favorite is, like, the latest one I've made, and then but then, like, every single one of my puppets has its flaws. I don't know, like paper dragon pup. Cardboard wise, this is I guarantee gonna be your favorite. I hate my Halloween dragon so much, and I actually plan to repaint her next Halloween, and I'm just gonna redo her completely and be like, haha, remake. Um, but like paper dragon puppet wise, it's usually the last one I've made that's my favorite that I just prefer. Um, Simon, like I have problems with all of them. I can pick holes in any of them. Holly's jaw is too big. She's a Christmas dragon. Simon, I don't like the way his jaw is placed because it's like open. I should have tilted his face down so it looked a little more natural. Arya's jaw doesn't show well enough. Clover's tiny, it's hard to control. Icy's things keep in like I can pick holes in any of my dragon puppets. This is a particularly um what's that one word you have a hard time pronouncing? I recently discovered one of my YouTube friends doesn't know how to pronounce my name, and it kind of made me sad. Cause I like, cause she pronounced my name Virtues, cause it's virtue with a plural. But like, wait, like, hold on a minute. Like, I understand it though, because that one word that you just have trouble pronouncing. I changed the subject rather randomly. I hope you don't mind. Um, that one word that I have trouble with is I'm gonna redo the red in a second. What is it? Yes, shoulders. Because for some reason, whenever I try and say it in a conversation, I say shoulders. I completely forget about the existence of the H. Or my mouth does. My brain is like, no, that's not how you say it. And I glitch out, and I'm like, no, don't make fun of me. To the people that I'm talking to, usually. Oh, yes, same. I grew up, see, I can think a lot faster than I can read, so reading out loud is very difficult because, like, it's just like I'm usually bam, bam, bam. I think too fast for my mouth to move. It might have been better if I'd done like a bat. Like, I wanted to see where the red would go, so this works too, but it might have been better if I'd done like all black and then added the red. And yeah, exactly though. I accidentally skip words and then have to go back, and then I'm like, it's like this character did this. I was like, wait, that's not right. And then I go back and it says this character did not do this, and I'm like, oh yeah, I missed that word. That was a rather important word for that story. I need to read a little slower. Honestly, I have trouble reading some books though. Cause like this one book, I loved it. It was like the Catabubastis or something, and it was like the tale of ancient Egypt, and I loved it so much. And then like I got to the end, and it went from like this delightful story where everything kind of mixed in together, and it was like adventure story to like history book. Boom! Like this is what happened. This is what happened. This is what happened on the character's way home, basically. I'm still trying to get through that. I'm like, it can't really, it doesn't grab my attention well at all. Hi, the Queen and Nessa. How you been? Um, yeah. What? Yeah, I'm been pretty good. I was almost into Gravity Falls, like watching it, and then I didn't. Like, I don't know why. I think it was like, okay, a few episodes, this is nice, but then I have other things to do, and I just that. But I understand it. Gravity Falls is funny. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I need red, but a darker red than that because it needs to be that shade of red, slightly orange and brown. But inside, I have to paint that separately too. Also, should she have a tongue? Like just, you know what I mean? Like the big, the big dragons. Yep. I tell you, like my siblings went through their Ninjago phase, and because I had to sit there and babysit with them, like and babysit basically them and watch it with them, I went through a Ninjago phase as well. So I completely understand. Not, it's got a good storyline though. For a while it is. There are some parts. I cannot watch all the seasons and I'm devastated. That is my one thing that I do not like. I have not seen all the seasons. It makes me sad. Oh gosh. That's not the color I was looking for. You know what? We might just use that kind of fade into black a little bit on the horn though. That is terrible. Don't correct me. I know. It's not that bad if you like look away for a moment and look back at it. I was just like, wait a minute, that's not what I meant to do. That isn't what I meant to do either. Yeah, they do. I agree. I haven't seen the entire new episodes, but I've seen some of them, and they're kind of pushing it a little bit. The movie was interesting. I did not like how they pushed that it was Lego. If they hadn't pushed that it was so heavily, like, it's Lego, and like his arm fall off, and I hate awkward scenes. I can't when characters have awkward scenes and don't know how to respond. It makes me mad. Like I'm sitting there like for real, like having like a very mild mannered anxiety attack. Like just no, why? Why did you have to do this to your character? I like how like these colors are kind of popping a little bit, and then I'm gonna have to go through and like blend them with pencil. Like for 37 minutes. Seems I've been up here painting for 37 minutes. I can go an hour and like 15-minute live at the most. So I could be here a while. I don't know if I'm gonna go that entire time. I thought I was gonna have to wait for this to dry, but it's drying like really quickly. Like I can grab onto it just fine. A little bit of white there. Not the red accents. Dang! Yeah. The whole thing with Lloyd's father in the series, that was nuts. I kind of rewatched that episode a couple times. I was like, oh, they're reunited! It's so sweet! I was very happy. But, like, as the older sibling, I've literally gotten kind of just used to little kid shows playing. The one thing I can't get over is my little brothers, because I have, like, I have an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old, and they, like, hang out a lot, and they watch TV every morning if you don't stop them, which is kind of annoying because they'll come downstairs before anyone else and turn on the TV, and it's almost always Fireman Sam, which is like so old. Which it's like nice. It's older stuff. You don't have to worry about any weird content. It's all kind of sweet and innocent. Even though I watched this show my mom used to. I'm not reading comments right now. I'm gonna take a break. Yeah. Like a show my mom used to watch. I was sitting here listening. Like it was like about a puppet. There was no animation back then. So it was like about the characters were all puppets. It wasn't like Sesame Street or anything like that. It was canceled a while ago, actually, a long time ago. But I was sitting there watching. I was like, "Mom," it was sitting there, basically telling any kids, like, "Hey, if your parents do this or this, you need to tell someone." And then it went on. I was like, "Whoa, that's cool and creepy." It's like telling like kids, like, "Oh, if your home isn't safe, if this is happens. It's different from today's shows. I'm gonna take out the eye because it's just bouncing around at this point. I'm gonna shake it so it would come out. Uh, the realization I have to do this again, actually 4 times because I have to do it on the back side of them too. Uh, delightful. That's cool. It's actually interesting, like, I think this is an interesting topic. People are kind of like pausing and looking at the live. I feel old. Sadness. 2012, that sounds nice. I was born in 2009. I'm gonna be 16 this year. I cannot believe I'm gonna be 16 this year. Everyone's asking me, like, hey, so are you learning how to drive yet? Are you? Are you? And I can't because I need to learn the rules first to get my permit, but like I don't have the resources to learn the rules yet, and my parents keep forgetting, so I'm just kind of like waiting. I can't believe I'm gonna be able to drive. Like I'm gonna be old enough to learn how to drive. Actually, I already am technically. It's 15, you can do it like I should not be 15. I shouldn't be turning 16 in May. Okay, life went by too quickly. We need a reverse button now. It's like life kind of sped up when you get to age 12, and it slowly starts to speed up, and then you notice it. You're like, wait, no! My childhood! That's such a weird, awkward face. Cool. That's cool. Yes, I'm the oldest sibling as well. I feel you. I feel you, okay? I feel your pain. Which being an older sibling has its perks, but I mean, how many perks is it really worth? One time my brother was like, I wish I was the older sibling. He's the one under me and technically the middle kid, but he's in between the middle kid and me. There are 5 of us, technically. So basically, he's like, I wish I was the older kid and you were born next. And I was like, okay, no, you don't. You really don't. And then he grew up, and then, like, I left for a week, and I came back. He was like, yeah, I don't want to be the oldest. He was like, it's not as fun as I thought it would be. That's cool. Dang! Y'all are just all together. My family, like the birthday thing, and that's like the birthday thing. Like honestly, my family has an interesting birthday dynamic because every single like cousin and then us has their own birth month, and there are 9 of us, and the only ones that do not have kids born in them are November and December. My family has kind of avoided that month for some reason. But then, like in my family, everyone is born on 20th. I'm in May in the 20s. I have one in July, one in February, January, and then June. And everyone is in the 20s except for my mom. She is born in on like July 30th. She was one day away. Yeah, that is cool. I'm May. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can remember them all. Yeah, so I'm May. My young, the one below me. I'm gonna go in order. The next one after me is in July. Then there is February, and then January, and then June. That's like the order my siblings go in. We're just gonna go straight red. Cannot believe I was able to do that with the horn. That was hard. That's cool. I mean, is it like I don't know. Around Thanksgiving, maybe not. But if it's not like directly around Thanksgiving, yeah. I'm born right on Memorial Day weekend and all that, so I can't really do much for my birthday around the days of my birthday because like everyone is like driving everywhere and my family's usually busy because my dad's actually in the army, so it's just chaotic. Honestly, the closest hint you'll get about my location is Oklahoma, and no one's gonna go looking for it, but there are weird people online that might try it. So, yeah, but like tourism town, that's you live in a town that's like a tourist destination. It gets annoying extremely quickly. If you're like, oh, it'd be so delightful to live here, you must love it. No, it's not fun at all. All the traffic. We actually avoid going out on certain days just because of all of the people. It's cool. How old is he or she turning? If you don't mind me asking. Nova. I knew it. I do too. Honestly, like if I did open up a shop, I was like talking with my mom. I was like, Mom, what if I like made paper mache dragon puppet bases and then like sold them to where you could like paint on them? We're like trying to decide if I should do that too. I don't know. There are many things I could do and make like to sell. That is like a really distinct streak of red, and I want to try and add like some black, just kind of randomly. That's terrible. I know I sound. Sometimes I'll just say that because like it looks messy, and I don't want it to look messy, so I'll like be fixing it. Yeah, I'll need to make some gray to do some touch-ups around this. I still have to color all of that and that because I want to do the other side too, and I'll probably do that off camera because yeah. Um, that's delightful. I just realized something. I'm gonna have to do kind of like this cross thing. Probably go back over, and I'll make better lines off screen. Go back over and connect, and go across. Just have to do the line for like the nose and stuff. Dragon designing is like hard though. Sometimes, like especially coming up with a theme. I still need to finish those themes that I made on that other live I did and post about them. I kind of like finished it live and I was like, okay, good night, and then I just kind of conked out for the day. clocked out, I should say. I'm gonna have to end up redoing some of these lines, because I'll be doing some touch-ups, but it's nice to add. Hi, Potato. Your app? What do you mean? You have not told me. Ouch. I keep on, like, sitting down on stuff that's, like, all over my floor, because, like, I've been crafting all day, so my floor is just covered in cardboard and pencils. And I'm probably gonna have to clean this up after I'm done. Because, like, my mom's gonna walk in here and be like, "Excuse me, what is this?" I was crafting. No, I'll clean it up. Okay. I know I'm not the only person that experiences this when you're making stuff. That's cool. What kind of app? Go across, and back, and over, and down again, and over again, and back over. We're just gonna do our own lines, and then we're I actually have to take a shower soon. I got glue in my hair, of all things. Like, of course I did. You know what's really funny? If you go look at one of my videos, my hair got kind of in front of the screen. It has like a gold film over it, I would say. Yes. Yeah. Mm. Ooh, that'd be really cool. Like, for people to sell. I'm gonna have to go down a little bit. I can't I can't see all of chat sometimes because of how my phone holder is. Like, that'd be really cool though. Just an app for people like that. For everyone, like Dragon Puppeteers and everyone. Yeah, Dragon Puppeteers. Yum. Yeah, that would be actually like really handy, especially if like you're wanting to sell stuff too. So I would totally do that. I recently like tried to anonymously join a little bit of paint. And honestly like casually join some like Dragon Puppeteer Facebook groups under an alias, and they're very quiet. There are not many people. They get made and people join them temporarily and then end up quitting. I did it! Yeah, I'm so proud of myself. Just these little things. I'm gonna do some touching up a little bit of it anyway. Flip it. And I kind of love in this because, like, I've really tried to do too much detail on this one. Yeah. Yeah. That's a long time, but if that was out, that would be really handy to have in, like, able to use. Oh, after this, I'm gonna have to start painting the inside a little bit, which is good. I made more gray. I used it all up, but I got some more. If I don't answer to something you said, I really do apologize. I didn't see it because I'm not regularly checking chat a ton. I also have to paint the inside of the mouth because I just want to, but not too much. I don't. I wish I did. My dad does too. He thinks they're really cool. He's fascinated by them and would love to have one. Oh no, that is a disaster in the making. I'll fix it. It's like a little bit of red got in the gray. Bye. It's one thing I do like about painting. You can very easily cover something up if it dries. Streak over that a bit. Little bits of paper. Yeah, that would make sense if you made that app. I would hope the dragon community spread. Like, sadly, like the give me a second to think out my words. Like the main time for it, like dragon puppeteering really was everywhere in like 2023, and that's actually when I mainly discovered it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. And then in like December 2023, I started my channel, and then it kind of died down after that. So, but yeah, but hopefully, I'm hoping we kind of explode again. I know. It looks really cool. I wanted to teach too, because if you like notice, I can't decide if I should try it or not. I might like experiment with it, but like this one had very tiny teeth, and I can't decide if I want to try that out. I'll do that separately too, just to experiment with it, and I might look up actual examples of what people think dragon teeth would look like, so I can make it look kind of cool. There's like a very distinct line here, and like just gotta. No one's gonna see back here but me, but you know what? It'd be nice if I could just smooth it out. The inside is just like, it looks chaotic, but it's not. It's not as chaotic as it seems. Making that app would be for real handy though. For that community and everything. When he hears that fire alarm, Sam is always cool and calm. That song is stuck in my head because I mentioned it earlier. It's like my little brother's TV show's intro. Fireman Sam. Interesting. Gosh. I don't know. Everyone has hobbies, so it's interesting. Yeah, everyone has their opinions. So, I don't really care. This would be my second one. My other one was not my favorite. I did not like her at all. The Halloween dragon puppet, but she will be redone eventually. Honestly, I think I surprise people sometimes because they ask about my opinions on certain things and they don't expect my answer to be what it is. Because, like, I'm homeschooled. I live in Oklahoma. I'm a Christian. Um, it's like I'm not your average teenager this generation. It's very interesting. They'll always answer truthfully. Honestly, I was a little on the edge about like furries at first too, and then there was this one person, like Sneaky, the furry. She wasn't like weird about it. She liked cosplaying as other things. I was like, okay, not all of them are weird, which I don't think. I don't think most of them are weird. But there are a few that are a little strange. And when you see like a grown adult, like 30-year-old man as a furry making very strange suggestions online, that's when it gets weird. Yes, exactly. It's not as easy, like it's not as shocking as people like regular people would think with autism, but I got I would say severe ADHD. Not as severe, like I'm like severe controlled, I would say. Not completely terrible, but like I seriously cannot with some people, which I understand the autism thing. I have a friend that has it and we're good friends. She's nice. She's really crafty. I love it. Dang. Yeah, that is a lot. I wish you well in life. I have not all that. I have ADHD, and then I'm a bit of a. If we're venting, I'm like I probably have like. I asked my mom about it. She's like, you have extremely low self-esteem. That is your problem because I cannot take compliments from anyone, and I do not trust people. Like I learned how to read people, and then I'm like, a lot of people are lying, and it kind of fueled that. So I don't. It takes a minute for me to be emotional sometimes, which is very annoying because I'll think that I'm not fitting in, and I really am. So I understand some things, but I'm not gonna say that I completely understand you because I don't, and I hope that you have a good life despite all of that. Yeah, I used to talk a lot as like I'm sorry if you want me to stop like comparing me to you. Um, I don't want to be like one of those people, but like I talked a lot as a kid, and then like but I was kind of bossy. I was kind of a jerk as a kid, honestly, in my opinion. Now that I look back, because I just kind of grew up that way. I grew up with a mentality of I need to protect my feelings, my my family, and all of that. So I ended up becoming rather self-centered, and all that. And then like I turned to a teenager, like, oh my god, I'm a jerk. So I did. I worked on it, and I have friends now. I used to have terrible friends, and I'm happy with that. They're amazing. What? Yeah, I'm thinking about making more cardboard puppets, honestly. It's fun. Enjoy it. It's really nice. It's a break from paper, but tickles. Yeah. I learned how to mask my ADHD pretty young age, but I was also like my both of my parents have ADHD, so they understand it pretty well. Also, my brother is like we think he's slightly autistic. Honestly, I'm not even like diagnosed with ADHD, but like everyone in my family has it, and I have all the symptoms of both types of ADHD, so it's like when I need to get diagnosed, I will get diagnosed, but there's no doubt in anyone's mind. Don't say that. Homeschooling is so much fun. I'm happy. I'm happy for you. Homeschooling is great, honestly. I went to school for 1 year and absolutely hated it. The teacher was mean. In my opinion, she was just very over being in that classroom with everyone all the time, which I understand. It's teaching is really hard, but I was just kind of like I was a very I was a little kid. It was first grade, and I did not understand why this lady did not like me. I was a very, very sad child. I also like just couldn't because like if you're homeschooled, if you do it a certain way, I'm a grade behind in math, but in many things I'm ahead, and other things I am just right on. Like you can usually like follow things your own way and then explore your self interests also. Like I got to read a college level like weather science meteorology book. It's like, hey, mom, I need something challenging. Do you mind? Because I love meteorology. So homeschooling is actually has a lot of benefits. I understand that. I don't. I actually don't. I don't know why I said that. I went 1 year in middle school, and I hope you're okay. Because I did not like that 1 year. One kid pulled my pants down, and then like laughed at me, and then I just walked away because I was done with the situation. I was rather unamused with my experience with school. Oh my gosh! Are you okay, Nova? Nice. Yeah, that y'all are on my level, because I am in ninth grade technically. I'm ninth grade in pretty much everything except maybe a few things, which I'm a little higher, and then I'm like a grade below in math. I'm not good at math. Me and math are not friends. But I also like when I was little, I was just too good at math. I understood it too well, and then like my ADHD, I just can't pay attention at all when it comes to it. But yeah, nice. I'm doing pre-algebra. I can't with real algebra. But I score well in math, even though if I'm a grade behind. I get usually A's and B's. That's one another thing. I am graded. People are like, no, no, you don't get graded. But like, yeah, it's important and like if you get closer up to high school level to like keep grades for like college and stuff, keep track of them. Not everyone grades it though. It's not always that. So you're like, you got this many wrong, fix them. That's one thing with homeschooling. You have a chance to fix your mistakes. Even if you make one, you go back to it and you fix it. There's no, oh, you got it wrong. No more. Honestly, though, I can't speak for all schools because first grade is in my town is very different, I'm sure, than other places. You mind like touching her, but honestly, like, nice. Like honestly, that's good. Like if you're good at math, that is a really good skill to use. I'm not good. It's like I'm a very much visual thinker too. So that is another thing that kind of works with my ADHD, and I tend to be a bit chaotic sometimes. I also write my own stories because, like, why not? And people will get weirded out because I have to move when I'm thinking sometimes, so I'll be pacing like they do in the storybooks. And I'm like, what are you doing? And I'm walking back and forth, or I'm walking in a circle, and I'm like, I'm thinking intently, and I can't stop moving. Bye. Bye, the Queen of NASA. By the way, you're an amazing person, by the way. I don't care what anyone says, and setting your mindset like that can be unhealthy sometimes, trust me. I hope she heard that. She might not have. That I sincerely wish her well. Oh gosh, I gotta start shading on paint. That makes sense. Also, I'm probably gonna go over because like you can see spots. So I'll probably like take a red and just go over it. I hope she's okay. Sincerely. I have to go soon. I've been live for. No, I'm like the details. I'm not gonna paint them that much because I can draw them on a lot easier. I have to go though. So this is like I basically put on all the paint. So that's awesome. So I'm gonna be shading a lot, probably the gears. Gonna add detail to them, and then I'll be adding detail to this side to make it like bad. Like, oh, scary. No. I've been live for like 73 minutes though, so that's pretty successful live. We'll see her tomorrow. We'll see how she looks tomorrow. But yeah. Bye. And thanks for sticking around, Nova. It's always nice when you join a live. It's delightful. Bye.